Earth has been hit by asteroids, crashed into other planets, and has been ruled by all kinds of crazy life forms. But if we want to take a tour of our planet's history, we'll have to start way back at the very beginning. Some 4.5 billion years ago, our solar system began to emerge out of interstellar gas and dust. This collapsed into a swirling disk of matter that got hotter and hotter and hotter until hydrogen fused into helium. And just like that, our sun was born, and baby Earth was on its way too. After the birth of our star, all the matter of the spinning disk began to attach together. These would be the seedlings for the planets and moons in our solar system. As they accumulated more matter, they grew bigger and more spherical. All the rocky material closer to the sun formed the inner planets like Mars and Earth. This young Earth was volcanically active. It spread out gases like hydrogen sulfide, methane, and carbon dioxide, which made up the first atmosphere on our planet. And soon, Earth experienced an even more violent collision. Theia, a planet the size of Mars, slammed right into our Earth. This epic collision threw matter all around Earth's orbit, and then gravity attached them together and the moon was formed. 3.8 billion years ago, on this hot, early Earth, there were no oceans as all water existed as gas. But 3.8 billion years ago, our planet cooled enough for water to become liquid. The very first primitive ocean covered the Earth and turned it into a world of water. H2O is an essential ingredient for creating living things. So with all that water, the earliest forms of life were formed, which were microscopic organisms. But it was nearly a billion years after that some of these organisms changed the course of the world. Around 2.4 billion years ago, cyanobacteria evolved to become our planet's first photosynthesizers, and finally we had some oxygen producers to make Earth's atmosphere much more hospitable. With all this new oxygen, Earth's atmosphere had much lower levels of carbon dioxide. And with that, the Ice Age started, 1.1 billion years ago. Now, as Earth's atmosphere was changing, the continents were moving too. They broke up and reassembled into the next supercontinent, Rodinia. Rodinia was a real supercontinent. Then, between about 540 and 485 million years ago, there was an explosion of new life. The animals that evolved during this period had hard body parts like shells or spines. The most famous of all were the alien-looking trilobites. Around 440 million years ago, the climate suddenly shifted, and the temperature of the ocean changed dramatically. Somewhere between 420 to 350 million years ago, the first trees arose from Earth's soil, and the first animals made their way to land too. Around 250 million years ago, Earth witnessed the greatest mass extinction event in our history. Huge amounts of greenhouse gases and accelerated global warming wiped out about 90% of all species on Earth. Around 240 to 230 million years ago, the first dinosaurs appeared. For the next 150 million years, they ruled the land. Around 66 million years ago, an asteroid slammed into our planet. This led to devastating climate changes that caused the dinosaurs to die. Around 6 million years ago, the earliest known humans started walking this world, and after 2 million years, early humans began to walk upright. And about 1 million years later, they developed the first known tools, which they used to break things. These early humans discovered how to control fire and could now cook food and provide themselves with heat. 10,000 years ago, Earth saw its earliest farmers. These previously nomadic humans stopped searching the food and started growing it. Jumping way forward to about 250 years ago, the Industrial Revolution took place. Our human population continued to grow. Since the 1960s, the global population has risen to over 8 billion people. And now, there's a new threat to human existence and many other forms of life here on Earth. So, we saw the history of our planet, but how if I show you the future of Earth after 100 years? Well, the story is ready for you on your respective screen.